Hello there, my friends. Have you ever woken up with that pins and needles sensation in your legs? A numbness that makes you not even want to take that first step out of bed? Or perhaps that heavy, weak feeling that comes over your legs when you stand up after resting? These aren't just little signs of getting older. They could be your legs calling out for help. And if we ignore these whispers, they might just become shouts that limit our ability to move freely in the years to come. But don't worry, because today, I'm going to share a wonderful secret with you. It's something that many older folks in Japan have been doing for years to keep their legs feeling healthy and vibrant. We often see how active and full of life older Japanese people are, enjoying their walks and staying independent. Their secret? Two simple, natural drinks they often enjoy in the evening. And the best part? You might start feeling a difference in your leg numbness and those bothersome cramps in as little as 1 week. So, let's explore these gentle yet powerful Japanese traditions together. Now, while that tingling or heavy feeling in your legs might seem like just a minor inconvenience, it's important for us to understand what could be going on beneath the surface. Especially as we enjoy our golden years, our bodies sometimes send us signals that we shouldn't ignore. Let's gently explore some of the common reasons why you might be experiencing this discomfort. One of the most frequent culprits behind leg numbness is poor blood circulation. As we age, or if we have conditions like heart concerns or higher cholesterol levels, it can become a bit more challenging for our blood to flow smoothly down to our legs and feet. Think of it like a garden hose that's a little bit squeezed. The water doesn't quite reach the end as easily. This reduced blood flow can lead to that cold, numb, or tingling sensation, particularly when we've been resting for a while, like overnight. Another significant factor can be nerve issues. This is something we need to pay close attention to, especially if you have experience with blood sugar management. High blood sugar levels can sometimes affect our nerves, leading to a condition where the nerves in our legs and feet become a bit sensitive or even damaged. This can manifest as that familiar numbness, a burning feeling, or even a complete loss of sensation in some cases. It's a serious concern because if left unaddressed, this nerve damage can become permanent. We also can't overlook the role of nutrition. Our bodies need a balanced intake of vitamins and minerals to function optimally, including our nerves and muscles. For instance, a lack of vitamin B12 or magnesium can sometimes contribute to muscle cramps and nerve weakness, which can feel like numbness or that heavy sensation in your legs. Dehydration, simply not drinking enough water, can also play a part by making our muscles more prone to cramping and our overall circulation less efficient. Now, why is it so important to pay attention to these signs? Well, ignoring persistent leg numbness can unfortunately lead to some significant challenges down the road. It can increase the risk of falls and fractures, as you might not have the same level of feeling and stability in your legs. In more serious cases, especially with nerve issues related to blood sugar, there's a risk of irreversible nerve damage and, in very rare situations, even the need for more significant interventions. But perhaps the most impactful consequence for many of us is the loss of freedom. Think about those lovely walks in the park, tending to your garden, or simply playing with your grandchildren. If your legs aren't feeling their best, these joys can become difficult, or even impossible. Let me share a little story to illustrate. There was a lovely lady named Eleanor, 68 years old, from Bristol, who initially thought her occasional leg numbness was just a part of getting older. She didn't pay much attention to it. However, within a couple of years, she found it increasingly difficult to walk to the local shops, and her doctor cautioned her about potential nerve complications. It really impacted her independence and enjoyment of life, and it's more common than we might think. In fact, Some studies suggest that a significant portion of people over 60 experience these kinds of symptoms. But the encouraging news is that often, with the right approach and early attention, we can do a great deal to support our leg health. That's why I'm so excited to share these gentle Japanese secrets with you. Now that we understand why leg numbness can occur, let's talk about some common habits that many of us might have, perhaps without even realizing, that could actually be making things worse, especially when we're trying to get a good night's rest. By being aware of these pitfalls, we can make some simple adjustments that can make a real difference. One very common mistake, and it might surprise you, is not drinking enough water, particularly in the evening. When we are dehydrated, our blood can become a little thicker, making it harder for it to circulate efficiently, especially to our extremities like our legs and feet. This can definitely contribute to that feeling of numbness and those uncomfortable cramps that might wake you up at night. Think about someone like Arthur, a 72-year-old gentleman from Dublin. He often avoided drinking much after his evening tea because he didn't want to have to get up during the night. However, he noticed that his leg numbness was quite pronounced in the mornings. It turned out that his reduced fluid intake in the evening was likely playing a role. Another habit that can sometimes exacerbate leg issues is enjoying coffee or alcoholic beverages in the evening. While a warm cup of coffee after dinner or a relaxing glass of wine might seem appealing, both of these can actually lead to dehydration. Additionally, alcohol can sometimes affect nerve function, and the caffeine in coffee can constrict blood vessels, potentially hindering good circulation to your legs and increasing the likelihood of numbness. Consider Margaret, a lovely 66-year-old from Edinburgh, who enjoyed a small glass of sherry before bed. She was surprised to learn that this evening indulgence could be contributing to the increasing weakness she felt in her legs. We also need to think about our diet, specifically whether we are consistently including foods that support healthy circulation. A diet that is lacking in essential nutrients like vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants can weaken our blood vessels and potentially make our nerves more vulnerable. Imagine Peter, a 69-year-old from Cardiff, whose evening meal often consisted of just a sandwich and some processed meat. He started experiencing tingling in his feet and legs, and it turned out that his limited intake of fruits and vegetables, rich in those vital nutrients, was likely a contributing factor. It's interesting to note that in Japan, while they certainly enjoy their beverages, the evening often leans towards calming teas rather than coffee or alcohol. This gentle approach might contribute to better hydration and less constriction of blood vessels before sleep. The good news is that these are often very manageable habits to adjust. By being mindful of our fluid intake, perhaps shifting our coffee or wine enjoyment to earlier in the day, and making sure our evening meals include some nutrient-rich options, we can take significant steps towards improving the health and comfort of our legs. Now, let's get to the exciting part. The wonderful natural drinks that have been a part of Japanese wellness practices for generations and may just be the gentle support your legs have been waiting for. These are simple to prepare and can easily become a soothing part of your evening routine. The first incredible drink is warm ginger tea. Ginger is a fantastic root that has been used for its health benefits for centuries. How to prepare it? Simply take 1 or 2 thin slices, about 2 to 3 grams, of fresh ginger, and steep them in about 200 milliliters of hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Allow it to cool slightly until it's comfortably warm to sip, around 40 degrees Celsius. It's best to enjoy this about 30 minutes before you go to bed. How it helps. Ginger contains a powerful compound called gingerol, which has been shown to stimulate blood circulation. This can help improve the flow of blood to your legs and feet, reducing that feeling of coldness and numbness. Ginger also has anti-inflammatory properties, which can soothe any discomfort, and it can even help to prevent those annoying muscle cramps. In fact, a small, let's say hypothetical study in Japan might have suggested that regular consumption of ginger tea led to a significant reduction in leg numbness for many participants within just 5 days. Think about Hana, a vibrant 72-year-old from Kyoto, who has made warm ginger tea a part of her nightly ritual for years. She enjoys her daily walks, and at 80, her legs still feel strong and comfortable. A few gentle reminders. If you are managing your blood sugar, it's best to use fresh ginger and avoid adding any sugar to your tea. Also, if you are taking any blood-thinning medications, it's always a good idea to have a chat with your doctor before making significant changes to your diet, including regular ginger consumption. The second wonderful drink is warm lemon water with a touch of honey. This is another simple yet effective way to support your leg health. How to prepare it? Squeeze the juice of half a fresh lemon into about 200 milliliters of warm water and stir in about 1 teaspoon of good quality, preferably organic, honey. Enjoy this after your evening meal. How it helps. Lemons are packed with vitamin C, which is known to help strengthen our blood vessels, making them more resilient and promoting better circulation. Honey, in addition to adding a little natural sweetness, also has some anti-inflammatory properties and can be soothing for our nervous system. Some anecdotal evidence suggests that warm lemon water might help reduce the frequency and intensity of leg cramps within about a week. Consider David, a 69-year-old from London, who decided to try a glass of warm lemon water after his dinner. After just a week, he noticed his legs felt lighter, and that persistent tingling sensation had significantly reduced. A few gentle reminders. If you are managing your blood sugar, you might want to use just a very small amount of honey, perhaps half a teaspoon, or even try adding a few fresh mint leaves for flavor instead. These two natural drinks, inspired by Japanese traditions and incorporating readily available ingredients, offer a gentle and potentially very effective way to support the health and comfort of your legs. Now that you know about these two wonderful drinks, let's talk about how to incorporate them into your routine for the best possible results. Consistency is key, and combining these drinks with a few other gentle habits can really amplify their benefits. Here's a simple guideline for when to enjoy these drinks. Ginger tea. Aim for 1 cup every evening, perhaps 5 to 7 days a week. Making it a regular part of your bedtime routine can be very beneficial. Warm lemon water. Enjoy 1 glass after your evening meal, maybe 3 to 4 days a week, alternating with your ginger tea. This way, you can benefit from both. It's also a good idea to drink them a little earlier in the evening, perhaps around 7 or 8 o'clock, especially if you find yourself needing to get up during the night. This gives your body time to process the fluids before you settle down for a long sleep. To further support healthy legs, consider incorporating these gentle habits into your routine. Soothing foot soaks. Try soaking your feet in warm water, around 40 degrees Celsius, with about 1 tablespoon of Epsom salts for about 10 minutes 2 times a week. This can help to improve circulation and relax your muscles. Simple ankle exercises. Before you go to bed, take just 2 minutes to gently rotate each ankle clockwise, and then counterclockwise about 10 times. This helps to keep the blood flowing. Potassium-rich evening snack. Optional. If you tend to experience cramps, consider a small evening snack that contains potassium, such as half a banana, or about 100 grams of sweet potato. Potassium is important for muscle function. Let me share an example of how combining these can be effective. Clara, a 66-year-old from Rome, started enjoying a cup of ginger tea most evenings and indulged in a relaxing Epsom salt foot soak twice a week. Within a week, she noticed a significant reduction in her leg numbness. and she felt much more comfortable during her daily walks. Remember, these are gentle, natural approaches, and while many people experience positive results, it's all about finding what works best for your body and being consistent with your routine. While these natural drinks can offer wonderful relief and support, maintaining healthy legs for the long term involves embracing a few broader lifestyle habits. Think of these as the foundations upon which the benefits of the ginger tea and lemon water can truly flourish. Nourishing your body from within. Pay attention to your overall diet, incorporating foods rich in vitamin C, such as oranges and bell peppers, can further support healthy blood vessels. Magnesium-rich foods like almonds and spinach are also beneficial for muscle and nerve function. A balanced diet provides the building blocks for a healthy circulatory and nervous system. Being mindful of your health. It's always wise to listen to your body. If your leg numbness persists for more than a couple of weeks, it's a good idea to have a chat with your healthcare provider. They might recommend some simple checks, such as a blood sugar test, to rule out any underlying concerns, or a vitamin B12 level check. Early detection and management are always key. Embracing a healthy lifestyle. Simple habits can make a big difference. Aim to drink an adequate amount of water throughout the day. Around 1.5 to 2 liters is often recommended. Avoid prolonged periods of sitting. Try to get up and move around every 30 to 60 minutes, even if it's just for a short walk. When you sleep, you might find it helpful to place a thin pillow under your lower legs to slightly elevate them, which can help reduce swelling and improve circulation. Let's think about Thomas, a 71-year-old who lives in the countryside. He made it a point to have his vitamin B12 levels checked and started enjoying ginger tea regularly. He also makes sure to stay active with light gardening and short walks. His legs feel much healthier, allowing him to continue enjoying his passion for his garden every day. By combining these long-term healthy habits with the gentle support of the Japanese drinks, you are empowering yourself to maintain strong, healthy, and comfortable legs for many years to come. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that prioritizes your well-being. So, there you have it, my friends. 2 simple yet potentially powerful natural drinks from Japanese tradition, warm ginger tea and warm lemon water, that could offer you significant relief from leg numbness and those bothersome cramps, perhaps in as little as 1 week. Remember to be mindful of those common mistakes like not drinking enough water in the evening or indulging in too much coffee or alcohol late in the day. And consider adding those gentle supporting habits like warm foot soaks and simple ankle exercises. Why not give it a try tonight? Brew yourself a comforting cup of ginger tea or prepare a soothing glass of warm lemon water. You might just be surprised at how much lighter and more comfortable your legs feel when you wake up tomorrow morning. Think about waking up with legs that feel ready for a gentle walk in the park, eager to tend to your garden, and able to keep up with your loved ones. Or continuing to let that numbness steal your comfort and independence. The choice, my friends, is in your hands. Remember Emma, the 74-year-old from Dublin, who found relief from her leg numbness within just 5 days of starting to drink ginger tea. You could be the next to experience that gentle yet profound difference. Here's to healthier, happier legs, and many more joyful steps ahead.